What'd you think of the Fergie remix challenge?
I thought it was pretty funny. It's something that people was talking about before as a team in the locker room and before the game, and after the game we decided to do it. So it was all fun and jokes. So it was pretty cool.
Who's the ringleader of that? How does that come together?
I think it was a group effort. We was all talking about it. Then Draymond was talking about it, and Steph played the song, and then everybody like, let's just do a dance to it. So that's how it happened.
Are Steph and KD in as good of a group as you've seen in the regular season?
Yeah, with each other, I would say that. It's been moments where my years here, I've seen Steph do a lot of amazing stuff, and even when he was unanimous MVP and stuff like that. But for them two together, to both be in a group like this early in the season, has been amazing to watch and been fun to be a part of. And I know they can't keep bailing us out with these terrific performances to win games, but as long as they keep doing it, we're gonna keep enjoying it.
It looked like obviously KD had his night yesterday, but it looked like there were a lot of times you guys were trying to get Clay going. What were you guys trying to do?
Clay, we just telling Clay to keep shooting, keep being aggressive. Clay's going to keep being himself. Eventually the shots are going to go in. We're not really worried about Clay, but just want to keep him involved, keep giving him his touches, and the ball's going to find its way in the basket for him. He's one of the best shooters in the league, so we don't keep, he was hot all preseason, so for him to start like this is kind of surprising, but I think he'll get back on track soon.
What's his demeanor been like?
He's staying the same. Even though his shots ain't falling, but he's picking up intensity on defense. He's playing real hard on the other end just to fight through the slump, and that he's been going through a little bit. But he's been playing hard. He's still making his mid-range shots. He's attacking the basket pretty well. He's rebounding well. Just haven't been making the long ball as much as he used to. But I think his demeanor is good. He's still confident. He's still shooting the ball with confidence. He's still shooting the same shots he always shoots. So I expect him to get hot one of these games.
Have you learned
a little more hyped up coming to play at the Garden and play in Brooklyn than some other cities?
I think so. New York is a great place. The crowd's always great here. The Garden has a lot of history, and Brooklyn is also a great place to play at. So, it's always another level for the fans. We always want to put on a show. Coach always talks about hitting the singles early, and sometimes we get real excited when we come out to New York and we try to put on a show too early. So we just want to get out there and get ball movement and let the game take care of itself.
This is a bit of a random question, but what makes KD's crossover dribble so unique and so effective?
It's crazy. He's probably the only person in the NBA right now that gets the crossover off anytime he wants to. Me holding him in practice, I know how hard it is to guard it. You got to respect his hesitation pull for the threes is incredible. So you got to honor that. You got to try to jump up on it, and then when he hits you with a cross, there's nothing you can do about it. But you hope he misses. He probably has the best crossover in the league. That's crazy that he's 7 feet doing that. So it's something that I've been watching, I've been waiting to steal it in practice one day, and I haven't got to it yet. But one day I'm gonna get it.
With you and Jordan and Damian kind of having the lion's share of the minutes at the center spot, what's the competition like, and also what's the camaraderie like between you three?
It's a lot of camaraderie. We all play our role. We all have different roles, and some nights it's gonna be the other guy's night, and we all cheer each other on. We know we're in this together. Steve always played center by committee since I've been here, so we know we all gonna have a chance to an opportunity to play, and so we don't really look at it as a competition. We always go out there, try to do our best of our ability, and try to bring that energy and spark the team.
I think players around the league view the Nets and Brooklyn as appealing a destination as the Knicks and the Garden, or is it a little different?
I'm not sure. I think the New York Knicks always gonna have a different feel to it, just because it's the Garden, it's New York. When you think about New York basketball, you think about the Garden and the Knicks, but Brooklyn's right there. Their crowd is great. The arena is awesome, and they've got a decent team that's coming up, and so. Both teams are a great destination and a great place to play, but when you think about New York, you still think about the Knicks.
You guys are obviously championship-driven. Is there any trick, though, to staying focused when you get into November, December, January, and those kind of dog days of the season?
I wouldn't say it's no tricks, but it's definitely tough. We got a lot of guys that have been through this 4 or 5 years now, playing late in June. So as a young guy, our job is to bring the energy and bring the fire each and every night and try to bring that spark. And, we got veteran guys that we know they're gonna come in, day out, and put on the show and play hard. But December, January, some of them long road trips be tough. But I think that's why we went young this year. I think they're gonna count on us to bring the energy during this time of the year.
Do you think it'll help at all having a guy like Jerebko who hasn't won a championship, bringing DeMarcus who hasn't, like guys that haven't experienced that feeling that you guys have?
Definitely. It's always great bringing in a newness, bringing in a new fire, and DeMarcus is hungry, Jonas is hungry, and it's always good to have a new challenge. So we got new guys and trying to get that chemistry right and to build a new camaraderie, and it's always good. So when DeMarcus comes back, it's going to be another challenge, another obstacle that make everybody step their game up and try to focus on bringing him back in and taking that next step as a team.
Did he just practice once already? But Thursday was it?
Yeah, he practiced today and the other day. Yeah.
How's he looking?
He's looking pretty good. He's moving good. Still a little bit away, but his spirits are good. He's I've been playing with him for the last couple months, so he's still the hardest big man to guard for me still, even though he's still injured. So I'm excited to see him back on the floor, and he's real excited. He's been coaching us young bigs on the sideline this whole time. So getting him out there and then participating with us has been great.
What kind of tips is he giving you on the sidelines?
Just telling me to be aggressive, and he's probably one of not the best big man scorer in the league. So just give me pointers on how to score on the block, how to defend some of the bigs and on the post, and he's been big on running the floor and sealing. He's probably one of the best bigs at that. So those little things like that.
All right, guys, that's it.